bedroom. And there's nothing seriously wrong with my room, but there's definitely a lot of things in here that I don't love. And I really want to declutter everything in my life that I just am not a huge fan of. Steve and I really want to upgrade a lot of things that are in our home. When we moved out here 2.5 years ago, we really downsized a lot, and then when we got here we purchased a lot of things that were super cheap just because we didn't have a lot of things. And now we're to the point where we really don't want to have the cheap things anymore, and we really are trying to save up for things that are a little bit more worthwhile, things that will last a little bit longer, higher quality items, and things that will just last us for a long time, not just for the time being. And so that's where we are at. So but I don't want to just buy things to replace them. So I have created a wish list on Pinterest of things that I really want to look for, and so hopefully I'm a little bit better about spending and I can get things that I truly want and that will work with our room and our whole home. So today I'm going to start with the whole decluttering portion. I did a huge declutter already of things a couple months ago, but I definitely kept some things just because, I don't know, they had sentimental value, and there's things in here that I just felt like I needed in my life, but I really don't. And so I'm just going to go through things. I do want to eventually rearrange our room, but I really want to have a plan before that happens, because I know that is a pain in the butt type of thing to do. The thing that I have a problem with is that I do want to get rid of a ton of things, but there's a very high chance that we will be moving again probably next year. And so I'm kind of decluttering now, and we have to like prepare mentally about it may be a possibility we're moving, and we really don't know until probably February is when we'll know officially. Even so, there's a huge chance that we'll move within the next 2 years. So I just don't want to bring stuff with us that's not worthwhile. So that's where I'm at. Enough of me rambling. I'm definitely one of those people who goes off on tangents. So if you stuck around through that, that's awesome. But we'll just get right into me decluttering, and I'll show you the process and what I'm getting rid of and organizing, and yeah, let's get going. One thing I really do want to tackle today is this bookcase. It just has a lot of randomness on it. So I'm going to be starting up on this top shelf. I do have just like my water that I was just drinking, so I'll just move that aside. And I have my other camera, which I will keep as well. I have a couple beauty things right here that I use all the time, so I'm going to put these in my vanity area because they really don't need to be on this right now. So they will go into their actual home. Other things up here, I have like my name tag from work that can be in my purse. I have this that can just be thrown away, that's trash. I have a appointment card. I'm just going to put it in my phone, and then I can throw that away. I have some more trash things, and then a random pen, which I'll put in our pen thing. So those all have actual homes places. So now moving on to the hard part. I have these little lamps, and they're super cute, but they're definitely not my style. I do have one that I really love, but these ones are just a little bit wild for my liking. These are from my uncle who passed away back in, I want to say 2006? I think it's 2006 that he passed away. So I've kept them because it's definitely a sentimental thing, and I do want to at least take a picture of them, and then I'll try to find them a new home. But I just don't love these, and I know part of me feels really guilty about getting rid of them. Obviously he's not going to mind that I am passing these along, but I don't have a use for them. There are definitely some things that just don't match my style, and I do have one that I'm going to keep, but the two others that I'm just not in love with, I'm just gonna find them a new home. I've held on to them long enough. This is the one that I am going to keep. It's just super cute, and I love the colors, and this is definitely more my style than those crazy bright ones. I will be keeping this one, so I am going to keep something from him that works for our home, and this is going to go in the office because I have a very like pastel-y theme in there. So that's where this one's going to go, and I'm going to get rid of the other two. So in this next shelf, I have these sunglasses, which we don't like. These are actually from L.O. Bean. They have a really good return policy, so I'm going to try to return them and find something else. Probably another pair of sunglasses. I got these for Dave for last Christmas without him trying them on, and they're just too small for his face, so that's what I'll do with these ones. These pictures, these are pictures of my nieces and a picture of one of my nephews, and I like the pictures. I'm going to go and put them in a photo album, but I'm going to get rid of the frames because I just don't want a ton of clutter. So I just want to do that. Now I'm not so sure if you can see the second shelf. I have my jewelry boxes, and then I have these, which is also from the same uncle. I am going to be keeping this one here, which is off of a fairy, because it's super cute, and I'm going to put it with my lamp. But the other two I'm just going to pass along. Maybe for jewelry, I do have this bag of jewelry from when we were on our cruise, and then I have a little box right here Dave had got me when he was in Japan. And it has little like slots, which has been perfect when I had a ton of jewelry, but now that I don't have that much, I think it seems crazy to keep the box with these. So I'm going to go through these, probably in a different video because there's a lot, but I'm going to go through these and then only keep the things that I like. So stay tuned for the jewelry video. So now we are at the bottom shelf, and it is so random. Like, this whole shelving unit was so random. So let's go through these. Dave really likes this plate. I really don't. So, yeah. We had gotten this when we were traveling cross country at a Cracker Barrel. It's just a plate that has the Bill of Rights on it, which is kind of cool. But we have no place for it. It's been here since we've moved. So obviously we don't have the spot for it, and I'm just gonna hopefully get rid of this one. And then we have this one here. Dave is a Mason, and so we have a plate here for his lodge back in Maine. And so I will keep this for him, but there's no need for us to keep the Bill of Rights one. In here, in this box, I will probably be keeping, but I'll put it in my closet because this is sentimental things that I don't see me getting rid of. So I have like my purse from our wedding, I have the guest book from our wedding, I have my garter, I have these, which were from when we were in Hawaii. I have another garter. I have the box from my engagement ring. Obviously, these are things that I don't need in my life, but these are all things that truly make me happy when I see them. Like, we have a Disneyland pin. This is a box of really sentimental things, and if we ever had kids, it's the type of box that I'd like to show them. So I am going to put this in a different home instead of right here on my shelf. Now this over here is a lot of Dave's things, and so I'll have to find a new spot for them. But we have like this whole section. And here in this little basket that I really don't like, we have a bunch of shot glasses. He used to collect them, and we've gotten rid of quite a few when we moved. So it's mostly just shot glasses from different places he's gone to. And honestly, I don't even know that he knows that these are here. So I may only keep like one or two of them, of the ones that we really want to keep. And then we'll have to find something to do with the other ones. And then this is some Mason things that is his. We have a patch from a ship that he worked on, which is kind of cool. And then in here we have a little tie pin, and then these are a bunch of, so these have a lot more sentimental value for him, so I'm just gonna have a new place for them instead of on the shelf. Okay, so I'm done for now. I think I did a pretty good job. I did do a second video for my jewelry, but I did go through my jewelry box and move it, and there's definitely a lot of space in here that's really echoey, but this is what I've done so far. So it is definitely not done because it's like almost empty. I might have to find a new purpose for this bookcase, but I have the picture there. I ended up putting my popular fragrances right here, so hopefully I use them a little bit more. They were like hidden in a shelf before in a different room. I do want to get some plants, so I'm thinking about putting a plant right there possibly. And then the second shelf, I'm really notorious for leaving blank frames, but I am going to get a picture of Mo. Really depressing, but Mo is in the box next to it. That is our cat that passed away in the summer. And then this shelf just has a little decorative figurine that we got for our wedding, a candle that's gonna be gone eventually, and then the bottom shelf is empty. So I'm gonna have to figure out what else to put on here, but right now I am happy that all the things that I don't love are no longer there. So I'm also gonna show you Dave's bureau. I don't have a bureau, but this is what I've done for his. So I didn't go through the drawers, but I did take away the little sign that was above it that I didn't like, and then this is what it's looking at right now on top, which is a lot cleaner. We do have our fan, which I'm not a huge fan of our fan, but we've had it for like
10 years. It was mine in college, so it's been around for a while. I put my jewelry box there. I do want to downsize to a smaller one eventually. We have his fragrances, and that's all that we have on top of the bureau, which is really great. One thing on my wish list, I do want to get a new hamper. This hamper I've had since I was 10 years old, no lie. Like, I got it for Christmas one year. It still works, but I don't like it. I really want to get like a wicker one that has cloth inside, just looks a little bit better. So that is on my wish list. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to check out the jewelry declutter. I'll leave that in the description box below if you want to go see. I hope you have a good day, and I will catch you guys soon.